Hey everyone, so welcome to the upgraded video. A few days ago, I uploaded my first video in years in my car after I bought the Tudor BB58 in Burgundy. And I just wanted to get the most authentic reaction, and through the comments, everyone could tell I was really excited. And I thought, let me make this a bigger video. Now I've gone out in the wild and I've been wearing the watch for about four days. And yeah, just basically a good showcase of the watch, because I haven't really seen anyone on YouTube post about this watch that actually owns it. I've just seen a lot of people go and see the watch physically, but as an owner, I thought I can just give you my honest opinion. So first of all, I didn't expect to love this watch as much as I do. The reasons why is because, if I'm being honest, it is a red sub. I'm not a watch enthusiast. I know about Rolexes, but it's basically a red sub with a great price tag. And as a consumer, I liked it and I wanted to buy it. So really happy and glad that it was available for me. So little things I like about it is I love this Jubilee strap. Now, like I said in my video before, I don't know all the terminology. I know that Tudor's got their own sort of words for the 5-link, the 3-link, and is it like the rubber strap? But I'm just gonna call it the commonly known words. So what I loved most was this Jubilee strap, the bright red or the burgundy or the cherry. I think burgundy is not actually a really good word to describe it. I think it's like it's like a sort of metallic cherry. That's the way I would describe it. I always see burgundy as like quite a dull color, which I'm wearing now, but with this sort of sunburst, it's got that sort of like shiny sort of cherry feel to it. So that's what made me really want this watch. Another reason is I'm a red guy. I've got loads of like red clothes, from jerseys to trainers. I like wearing red. I think it's like very bold and statement color, especially when you're going out and you want to be a bit more glamorous. The red and the Jubilee strap combined together is perfect for me. Also, like the sort of professional sports features of the watch itself, that you can dive underwater with it. It's got that robustness. Combining that with the Jubilee bracelet, which is quite elegant and it's quite dressy, and the red, it is a perfect combo for someone like myself. So let's talk about wearing it in the wild. How's it been? What's like the general reaction? And it's been really, really positive, from going to the cafe and seeing some friends. Like, I've got an Italian friend and he absolutely loves Tudor. He was like, let me look at that, let me see it straight away. I showed him and he was like, I really like it. And he absolutely loved the Jubilee strap, but I think he loved the color more. A lot of friends that I've met, they really like it. They think it's a smart watch. A lot of feedback that I was getting was stainless steel by, you know, like the bigger brands like Rolex, Patek, AP, they're just very, very expensive. And I think, you know, in this sort of economy, also where we live in the UK, it can be quite dangerous wearing these sort of models. I think a Tudor is very safe, but it also provides the statement that you're looking for. Took it out for dinner, which was absolutely lovely. You know, wearing a nice sort of like checkered black-red shirt. I was out celebrating the missus' birthday and we had a good time, but the red absolutely pops off when you've got like a glass of wine in your hand, nice dark shirt. It really brings out the sort of richness in the evening. And also wearing it at work, it's been really fun. I own a sub myself, a bimetal sub, and sometimes I just feel that's a bit too much to wear, especially when I'm with clients, and it can be a little bit robust and it can be a bit too flashy and extravagant. So having this piece that's sort of dialed it down a little bit, but also been a good conversation starter when clients have gone, cool, that's a nice watch. And yeah, hearing like their surprise when you say, yeah, it's a Tudor, because they automatically assume it's a Rolex. Another good thing that I've liked wearing it in the wild as well is taking it to the gym. It's been such a pleasure to take this beauty to the gym. It looks so fun, like wearing it with like your red trainers and especially the stainless steel strap. It looks like a cool gadget, if I'm being completely honest. Being in the wild with this watch has been an absolute joy. So let's talk a little bit about bracelets and why I went for the Jubilee strap. So I was missing the elegance of the Jubilee strap, especially after owning a sub. Absolutely love it. But once you're putting on like a shirt, it does look quite big and bulky, and the dressiness of a Jubilee strap it's just undeniable, really, isn't it? It just looks elegant, it looks classy, it just fits under the sleeve very well. That is the main reason why I went for the Jubilee strap. So I saw the 3-link strap, I didn't really like it. It wasn't really screaming anything at me. I think it looks nice, but I think the 5-link definitely enhances the elegance of the watch. However, I did put an order in for the rubber strap. Now, that rubber strap looks awesome, especially in the wild. I tried it on. It was a toss-up between the rubber and the Jubilee. However, the Jubilee one, I just thought, do you know what? I'll put an order in and hopefully I can pick that strap up soon, because when I do get another watch in the future, I will absolutely love to change the look of this watch and make it a more of a sports gym watch instead of this sort of all-rounder that I've got going on for it now. So how has it felt wearing this? The Jubilee strap is just so comfortable. The robustness of the actual case just feels great. I'm not gonna lie, I've left a few of the stickers on, especially on the clasp, because I noticed you can get a fair few scratches on there when you're taking it on and off. But guys, you know what watches are like. You know how they wear. It's been worn like a dream, or I wear it like a dream. So let's talk about the access to the watch. I think that's the sort of like, yeah, that's the sort of potatoes of this video. How did I get the watch so early? After watching Watches and Wonders, I went to my local shopping mall in Bluewater, and I basically went to Rolex, and then I went to Tudor, because I just wanted to know, do you have these watches? Are they gonna be here? Or when are they gonna be here? Because I just wanted to talk, I wanted to join the community. I just wanted to, you know, I'm just a customer, but I wanted to know, you know, when's this, I'm a hype kid. I wanna know when these watches are gonna be out. So after talking to Rolex, I find out that these watches, they're not gonna come in store until way later this year, so I'm not gonna see them physically. Do you know the song and dance with Rolex? You've got to put your name down. Are you preferred client? And also talking to the managers there, just feels like they want to push you away, or they want you to buy something else, and it's just not really a nice customer experience, is it? However, it all changed when I walked into Tudor and I started talking about the convention, and I just started talking about the lineup that they were offering, and it was just so fun to talk to the staff member there. I said, I want to see it. I want to know when it's out. And he said, well, actually, it's out tomorrow. Are you interested? I said, yeah, of course. He said, what strap are you interested in? I said, the Jubilee. And he said, okay, the 5-link, no problem. Can I take your details? And when it comes in, we'll let you know. And I went, listen, I really want this watch. So what time do you think it's going to be there? And he said, I can't say, but I think it'll be here around midday. And I thought, right, fine. Anyway, fast forward, a day later, I'm calling up 12 o'clock and I'm like, is the watch in? He's like, oh no, hold on, it's not here yet, but as soon as it gets here, I'll let you know, but you're gonna have to give me an hour so I can put them all on the system and then, you know, do all that sort of administration for them. Yeah, really excited. I go down there and yeah, it's just a lovely experience. They're getting the beers out. My friend came with me. I don't know what it is about buying a watch, but it's always like a celebration, and there's something I've never experienced before in buying a new model. It felt like a little bit of a privilege, and it felt fun. And also, it didn't like dent and sting the pocket as well, where you think, gosh, I've just laid out so much money for, you know, a watch. It is a really good price point. Yeah, it was great. So all the information that I gathered from the actual AD is they didn't have that many Jubilee strap available. I think they only had like 2 maybe, and then they had like, I think they basically had 2 of each. I think they had about 6. These 2 went out and they were sold the same day. Yeah, if you want, you know, the rubber strap, which look very, very nice, maybe try your luck at Bluewater in Kent. So guys, I'm just gonna go over some of the comments that I received from my initial video, and you know what, the community here is so cool. So let's start off with Escargo T80. Congratulations, man. I thinky, you may be the... he literally said, I thinky. I thinky, you may very be the first owner of that beauty on YouTube. You should most def make a close-up review video. And it's because of this comment I'm making this video today. What an inspiration. Then we've got people saying, beautiful, tempted, congrats. We have someone saying, damn, that looks amazing. I must admit, I absolutely hated it when I first saw the renders, but seeing it in a while completely overturned my initial impression. I need to get one, damn you, Rijkaard. And that was by Medan XN. So yeah, I agree with the rendering comment. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like the renders. I don't really like any watch renders. Yeah, design's design, but you've got to see a watch up close and personal. And as soon as I tried it on, I absolutely loved it. But coming to the end, should you get this watch? And do you know what? What am I gonna say to that? I'm gonna say, of course you should get this watch. If you're watching this video because you've typed in BB58 Burgundy and you're sitting on the fence, you obviously know you're gone past that point and you want to get it. So have fun with it. I'm absolutely loving it. Even saw like watch dealers the next day. They're contacting me trying to buy it because I posted it on my Instagram and stuff like that. They're trying to sell it for, I think it's like £2,500 more, but like, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in wearing a piece that basically represents yourself. If you think that this watch is gonna represent you, especially the red, come on, there's no red watches around at this price point, at this quality, then yeah, don't sit on the fence. Go for it. Buy what you like. So anyway, guys, this is my first big video and I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see anything else. Peace out.